And hello everyone. Hello Lambert.
Hello everyone.
So this is How We Grow episode number 11. So it's been more than 2 months that we run these episodes weekly, where we uncover what it is that we're doing to launch Kai and how we're growing it, what's working, what's not. This week, we are going to study a little bit some of the SEO initiatives that Lambert has been running, and more specifically focused on backlinks. So I guess, Lambert, maybe give us a little overview of what are backlinks for people who may not be so familiar with SEO, and why are backlinks good. And then we'll dive in the interesting part, which is how you're running the program, how you're using AI, what have you learned that might be useful for others. So let's get started with the beginning.
Yeah, so we will start with what is a backlink. It's a very important thing. So basically, it's another website give to, in the case our website, a link. But it's not only that, because when someone give us a link, it can be a do follow or no follow link, because you want to talk about the product, but you don't want to give them some juice, and that's the way. So when you give a backlink to another website, you help him to give some juice, and Google understand that you have this reference, you want to talk about this. It can be like for a lot of things. When you're writing an article, for example, you're basically writing an article on AI and you want a definition, you can just take the definition from Wikipedia and put the link and the sources, and then you can add a backlink to Wikipedia. It's basically how it works. For a website and for a domain like us, basically, it's very important to have a lot of backlink, because the most backlink you have, the most people will be able to see your website from other websites. And when we start from the very beginning, it's very important to make sure that people can find us from other article or other websites. And also, it's a green light for Google, because they will know that people are talking about us. So it's a bit of proof of strongness, we say, for our website. And it's like, okay, we are not just a random guy talking about a random subject, because people are giving us a backlink, so people are talking about us. And yeah, so this is very important for rank. I mean, when you want to rank your website and your pages on Google, you have a lot of things to think about, and backlink is also one thing. You have for sure to write article and have a strong keyword analysis and a good technical things on your website, but also the backlink is one of the part that can improve your website, your domain authority, and all of those little action can literally help your domain to start to grow. And that's the thing. That's why we was working a bit, and I was working a bit during this 3 last weeks, how to have more backlink to improve our domain authority and make sure that people are talking about us, and maybe users can see Kai on some blog or article and say like, oh, okay, let's go doing those guy, and then they can come to our website from there.
Yeah. So as you say, there's the technical part for SEO, which I think we've covered in a past episode, but it's why we moved our website to Vercel and why we self-host it. We're scoring extremely well, if not 100% on the technical part. Then there's like the content part, which you've been doing also in the past few weeks and months, writing articles. And then there's authority, which Google loves, and they want to show pages that can be trusted. And backlinks is a proxy for authority. They think that if a page is referenced by many people, it must be good. And there's different ways you can get backlinks, right? You can buy them. You can literally buy someone a spot on their page, $500, $1,000, and they'll reference your domain. You can do exchanges. You can get like organic mentions. Can you tell us a bit what you're doing to try and grow the numbers of backlinks we get? Like, how do you get a website that is brand new, like Kai, has not a lot of authority, and how do you get it in front of other people's websites so they're like, okay, let me reference this website? Like, what's the dynamics here? What's in it for them? Now that we know what's in it for us.
Yeah, good question. So in my case, there is two different strategy. There is the most common one. There is, but I have to give more context here because we are working on two different products. Our case is a bit different than you guys. If you start new product tomorrow with a very new domain and you don't have another one, it's not gonna work the same. But I will explain a bit the strategy here and then give you the 2 points that we developed. So basically, we have our first product called Morgen, where we have a very good domain. Like I think we have 72 domain authority on it. Domain authority is a score that Google, but we can find it on Ahrefs or SEMrush, will give you to rank your authority on the web. Basically, if you have 1,000, you can find like Wikipedia, YouTube have 1,000, 1,100. This is the domain that are trusted by Google. And if you are close to zero, you have very low domain authority. In this case, Google don't trust you a lot, and it's harder to rank if you have very low domain authority. Like if you take two different products that have the same article, but one have a very high domain authority and another one will be a way more low. Even if the one that is a bit lower as a domain authority have a best practice, it's definitely not going to be at the top of the SERP. So this is something that is very important for Google and for your domain. And so that said, so yeah, we have two products. So we have Morgen, which have a pretty good domain authority, which is 72. And then we have this brand new domain, Kai, which started at 0 like 3 months ago. And the goal was to exchange backlink, but people don't want to backlink from a domain, the website who have no traffic, no domain authority. The goal for us was to give a backlink to make a backlink exchange with people, to giving them a backlink from our website Morgen, and then they give us a backlink from their website to Kai. So this is the first thing to have in mind. So here we have two products, so and one who have a very warm domain authority. So it's a bit different. So then, how I work on the part for Kai to improve this, I have two different strategy. First strategy is like I go to the SERP, I check for some keyword, and I see like an article talking about AI executive assistant or best free tools and like a list of alternatives, and then I'm like, yo, it should be super amazing to see Kai ranking here because it could help a lot and also have some traffic for us. So what I will do, just will try to find the contact of the guy that's writing the article and then try to reach out. But this is like 10% of the way that I did it, because I would say 90% is just people coming to us, giving us message on LinkedIn, on by mail, or directly also by Slack now. And this is the way. And people asking me, yeah, can I have are you open to do a backlink exchange? And they're asking for Morgen because Morgen have a good domain authority. And then I say, I explain them a bit the situation for us, and then we can have an easy backlink exchange from Morgen to their website, and then their website to Kai. And this is the way how we work now. And I have a lot to say about that. But the first thing is, so the second strategy, which is the people come and contact to us. It's super, super nice because I don't have a lot of things to do. And I will explain right after, because AI helping me a lot. And the thing it's the most harder is to find people that can help me for real to have backlinks, because it's very hard to find a good website that is relevant for us. And we have like a list of things that we want to do and some blockers. And for example, someone will want to give me a backlink for, I don't know, a random VPN, let's say NordVPN. And I don't want to do a backlink exchange with them because it makes no sense for us. So this is also a challenge to make sure that we have some backlink that are valuable for us. And the second way to have backlinks is very good because we have a lot of people that are managing different domain. So then they just give me a list of domain and I can work with AI and choosing the best domain and the best article on the website to place IOCAI.
And what are those criteria that so let's say there's someone who's like, hey, can you put a backlink from Kai to here, or from their website to Morgen, right? They want their own website cited by Morgen. How do you evaluate whether that's a good fit? And then you can ask maybe from their website a link to Kai. What are the criteria you look at?
Yeah. So first of all, the thing that I'm looking at, it's the quality of the conversation that I have with the people. A lot of people are fake, like will told me, yeah, I have this website with a huge domain authority with a lot of traffic. Sometimes I feel like they don't know I have some tools to verify that, and just Ahrefs check with Claude, and then I can check, and if what they say is wrong, I definitely will not work with them because they try to just not have a fair deal. So this is the very first thing that I'm checking on, but it's not very related with the content, but mostly with the relationship that I have with the people. And then it's gonna be mostly the content that the domain and the content that they're talking about. Basically, if same examples than before, I had a guy that contact me and say like, can we have a backlink exchange? And I have NordVPN. Are you interested with? And I was like, no, there is no way, because NordVPN is not directly linked with our content. So that means people who are going to NordVPN website will not are looking basically for an AI executive assistant, or maybe, but is not their main target. It's not valuable, and we don't want to give the message to Google, okay, we are linked with a VPN, which don't make sense. So this is also the second point that that we are looking for. And the third point that I'm looking is having an exchange and not pay for, because a lot of people like are coming and saying, do you want $200 for a backlink on our website? And that's very common, but also this is not the strategy that we want. We want to have an exchange here. So yeah, this is the three main point that I am checking out, and then trying also at some point when I found a good deal. It's also possible at some point I say, okay, I don't want to keep continue because I feel like their website are not like their content are not that good, and is not that relevant, even if it's a productivity tool. So depend a bit after when I continue to work with the people.
And yeah, you mentioned that. So there were two ways you were getting backlinks, right? And you've covered a lot of the second way, which is when people reach out to you and then you evaluate whether it's a good website or not, domain authority, topic relevance, etc. Take us a bit through the first channel where you go fetch backlinks and you go contact people. Can you really explain like what are all the steps? You mentioned you look in the SERP and you're like, oh, this could be nice. Where do you go from here? Like, let's say you find a guide with 12 tools mentioned and you think Kai should be the 13th tool mentioned. What are the steps from here until you finally get that spot secured?
Yeah, that's depend of a lot of things. So first of all, as I said, the three channel that I can find people is, I think it's 80% LinkedIn. People just adding me on LinkedIn and send me message. 10% on emails directly, and 10% on Slack. And on Slack, it's because someone from LinkedIn give me a Slack channel where there is a lot of people that are here for backlink change. So let's pretend I have someone that contact me directly from LinkedIn, which is 80% of the people. And then the thing is, we're gonna have a quick chat, and then the person will give me a list of website. And then when I have the list of the website, so I have a skill on my computer for Claude called backlink outreach. And so there is 2 steps on the skill, but basically there is a first step that analyze what are the status of the backlink outreach. So overall, so this is the first step, but we can talk about it right after. And the second step is, okay, did I have new things to talk about, like new conversation, or just continue the conversation with someone? And in this case, for example, I will run the skill and I will give him the full conversation with the person and the whole website. And at this point, Claude will analyze the whole website from the person with Ahrefs and with all our knowledge base, and he will define. So we also have those different rules on the skill, as I said, which is the need to be linked with the productivity hub. We need to have some domain authority, some volume of some traffic on their website. So we have different rules, and then what's happened? So Claude will come to me and basically told me, okay, this is a good one, this is a bad one, this is a good one, and it's gonna give me a list, and then I will give back the list to the guy, and at this point we'll start to have a conversation to see what can we do. Then of course it's an exchange, so he come back with a request to add to the Morgen website. And yeah, at the end, basically what's happened, it can take 4 or 5 days, but at the end we have like a backlink exchange. And yeah, as I say, I will give to the guy the full request, which means like Claude will. So if we take a website, say a random website, a TLDV website, then I will Ahrefs will analyze the whole website and will find the best article where does it make the most sense to have Kai on it. So for example, TLDV have an article talking about the AI executive assistant. So I will ask to have a positioning on their list and a little part with a text and including assets if needed. And then, as I say in introduction, it's very important to have a dofollow because that's the green light for. And then when everything is ready, the people come back to me and tell me, hey, this link is live. Let's you can directly check. And then what's happened? I rerun the skill the day after, and he analyzed and he told me, hey, you have one new backlink from this website, or you lost one backlink. And this is also the thing. That is very important. A lot of people want to try to not be fair, and after some day they want to remove the backlink. That's why at the moment that the CRM run and Claude found some backlink that are going out from our website, he flagged it and he told me, okay, what did we do? And basically, I send back a message to the guy. I removed the backlink and I told him, okay, well, you have 3 days to put it back. And then I put it back, something like this. And the cool thing is of all of this is running in a CRM, which is like basically just a CSV. But this CSV is very, very important because it's where there is all the documentation about the people with who I talk, the different domain that we are trying to target. And so per line, you have one domain, you can have like 2 or 3 different people that have different domain, but you have one domain, and then I can have by just looking the domain authority, the traffic, the status of the exchange, and then the whole messages, and which is pretty good because when I update the conversation with Claude, I have 2 ways to do it. If it's in Slack, I ask him to directly check in Slack with the MCP. If it's in LinkedIn, I just take a screenshot because it's less complicated because there is no direct MCP for or link to check the messages. I could use like Claude in Chrome, but yeah, it takes too much time. Like just take a screenshot and give him the thing. And if it's mail, I just use a KMCP, and with the KMCP, Claude will check the email and then will update. So basically on this CRM, you have the whole information about the conversation for only one only a domain. And then at every moment I give him an update. He put the next message, and he told me like, what should we do? And yeah, that's mostly it. Obviously, at the moment that the people wants, so our backlink. So from Morgen, we're using so Webflow, and the super nice thing with Webflow, they have an MCP, not the best, but it's possible to just use it for the article. So also Claude have the direct connection with the Webflow MCP from Morgen, and he can directly write the request, and then I double check it and I publish it when everything is ready. And yeah, that's mostly the flow. And yeah, as I said, the cool thing is every time I run the skill, I know the statute of the exchange, and I know everything also from the very last change, or the one that's coming from 2-3 months. I still have an eyes on it and know if something wrong happened with.
Okay, super interesting. Yeah, and so again, I think the pipeline you describe here really goes from the moment you're in touch with someone, and then all the next steps. I bet most people don't have like 15 requests a week for backlinks. So how do you either get into these networks of people who do backlinks, or how do you contact them? All right. Like again, when you find that spot in Google, let's say you want to proactively reach out to someone, or you want to be seen and you want to other people to know that you're actively looking for backlinks for more, and you can offer Morgen and so on. How do you get into that? How do you get people to contact you, or how do you contact people?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So there is a different way. So as I said, the first way is just I found a cool article that could be interesting to seek eye on it, and then I will just try to find a way to connect with the people that write the article. That can be on direct mail or LinkedIn. So this is for the first. The second one, yeah, it's mostly the people that coming to me from LinkedIn, and here there is, I think it's a conversation that we had. So we have like some people that are coming since end of December or January, but we never really take any time to respond to them. Since this is very interesting, because since I start to add a first guy that was adding me on LinkedIn and send me a message for backlink exchange, then I had a lot of other people that was coming from different agency and try to add me. And yeah, I mean, here it's like I just do nothing. They're coming to me, they send me a message, and then we start to have conversation about what we want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's super good takeaway is that you don't need to do anything, right? Like it's other people's jobs to find backlinks, and there's probably like a huge network of people. They're very well connected between them. They do this 24/7, and it's not our job nor like anyone launching a business to do that. Like literally those guys, they work with like dozens of other websites, and as soon as they're like, Lambert is apparently, recruiting for backlinks, suddenly all eyes on you and you start receiving. I've started receiving more requests in the past 3 weeks than ever before because you started, drawing attention to Morgen, and then people are also messaging me and so on. So I think it's kind of like if you show some intent and you wave your arm, then all eyes on you and people come. And then I think what's interesting in your pipeline is that as soon as you have that, you've automated every step of the process. So you can qualify people, you can automate the CRM, the tracking, the publishing, and so on. But you've managed to reduce a lot of the workload that usually is like outreaching and managing all of this. You let it on them, right? And they come, they do their job, and you just doing that end of the pipeline. I think that's super interesting.
Yeah, that's so funny. And also now today, I try to take 30 minutes per day on it, but it's nothing. I mean, if I was supposed to do everything manually, update CSV, send message, prepare a message, update from Webflow, it could take like literally 3 hours per day if I want to have the same output, like the same number of backlink that we have today. So yeah, this is a big win. That is, as you say, it seems like there is a big community of people that are just doing that. And at some point, they are a bit annoying, as I told you 2 or 3 days ago. Like those guys think we are also working just with backlinks, and they are making some pressure. So basically, I try to manage this the morning. I take 30 minutes, 1 hour the morning to manage them. And some of them like sending me like 3-4 message the same day. Hey, are you alive? Do you see my message? I'm like, yeah, even if I open the message, I will manage it tomorrow, because I don't want to take a 10 minutes the morning, 10 minutes at 10 a.m., 10 minutes at 1 p.m. I prefer, but that's very funny to see. Like, yeah, it seems like people just working on this every day, and as you say, they are kind of working for us for free. But so that's a good hack, to be honest.
And do you have any ideas how many backlinks you've collected over the past month? Just to give like a ballpark estimation.
3 weeks now.
Okay.
I'm working on it. No, we do have 32 backlinks.
32 backlinks.
So 32 new backlinks and 27 in progress.
Okay. And what are the metrics that you look at when it comes to measuring the project success? Like, let's say in a month, you're going to check, okay, we have 60 backlinks. How do you know if that's good or not for Kai? Like, what are the metrics you look? Is it just domain authority, or is it other things?
So there is obviously the domain authority that is growing, but also there is a way to find the visitor coming from the initial website, and this is also the can say like the referral traffic that are coming from those websites. And yeah, if we have some, it's also a green light and a win. We do have some coming from different websites, but not enough now. But if we start to have a way more, it could help a lot, to be honest.
Okay.
So yeah, there is those three metrics: the number of backlinks, the traffic from those websites, and the domain authority. And that could help.
And if you were starting your business tomorrow and you wanted to grow your website authority, what would you do? Like, knowing that you might not have a website like Morgen that has this big domain authority, what would be the move here if you're trying to get your website ranked higher than page 10? Where what would you do?
I think first of all, I will do maybe some SEO, but not 100%. Like I will not have a full effort on SEO, but mostly on GEO, as we discussed. I think making videos is good. As we see, like we collaborate with someone who was talking about Kai, and when now you tap Kai on Google, you can find him, because you can find Kai because he's talking about our product. So I think I will do a lot of YouTube short content also, because now that's help a lot to have a good positioning, and Reddit, and obviously a bit of SEO, but it takes a lot of time. So yeah, I think it could be YouTube, Reddit, and short content first, then have a smooth introduction with SEO. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of different things, but I should do that, and definitely backlinks. But backlink can come organically, as you said, when people start to talk about your product, they start to be interested. And yeah, if you have a very successful product, the backlink will come organically. So that's
and then there's also like a few directories that you submitted Kai to a few months ago, like Product Hunt, for example, is a good backlink. If you launch on Product Hunt, you get a free backlink. There's a few other ones as well. Can you remember some of the names of
Yeah, you have a lot. You have like Peerless, SaaShub, Capterra. But the thing is, for most of those ones, so we had a product in beta, and they are not very fine with the idea to have a beta product on directories platform. They want to have like mature product. So that's why we already have an account, but they don't give a backlink yet, because we need to have a launch with everything ready. So yeah, for this is not very like it not become like very powerful for the domain yet.
Okay, interesting. So launch first and then submit it there, get backlinks.
Yeah, I mean, you can prepare. We already have everything prepared, so the day we launch, it's gonna be easier to submit. But yeah,
nice. And do you think you could automate your setup even further? Now you're using AI a lot with skills and so on. Is it as far as you could have pushed it, or can you push it even further?
I could, but at some point I'm a bit scared that I need this human review. But this is for all my tasks, my personal workflow. I prefer to have those human review, especially when I'm talking with external people. But definitely, if today I want to go further using AI, it should be the day that LinkedIn will let more. Yeah, they're gonna help us a bit more to have a direct connection with Claude, because today, as I said, you don't have direct connection for read the messages and to answer. So I could use Claude for Chrome, but it's take a bit of time, and also some tokens. So that's a bit annoying. I'm pretty sure now. So I have this access to I told you, a private server on Slack. And I think I can be way more proactive. I need to find the way using AI, connect Claude, and try to contact all the people and try to find the one that could help us to find some interesting backlinks. So yeah, there is definitely some step that could be improved. But the main skeleton is here and is working for now.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, we'll report back on how backlinks are growing. We know for a fact we've tested with Morgen that when we added backlinks to some pages, we usually see like an increase in clicks and an increase in the ranking of the page really within a week or two. So it's something that has been profitable for Morgen before, and we're just replicating the same for Kai. But yeah, thanks Lambert for walking us through that. Do you want to add anything else?
I will say we start since 2 weeks to have also some organic traffic on the website. That's a combination of a lot of things that we start to do, but it could also be one of those reasons.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope we will be able to double down every month on our traffic and have a very good result at the end of the year. It will be interesting, and let's see how it goes.
Okay, well, thank you, Lambert, and that was all for today's episode. What's next on your plate? What are you currently up to? Where's your time going?
Yeah, we are pretty close to the official launch. So here, working during the next weeks on the onboarding flow regarding the emails, which is very interesting. And then, keep going to make SEO, to make content, and preparing different things for the launch, product hunt, trying to analyze a bit if we can create some fancy asset like videos or something like this. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting for the next week, and a very nice how we grow episodes that are coming. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, nice. Well, thank you guys. It was all for this week. Thank you, Lambert.
See you.